But it says in verse 10, going back to it, I'm not worthy of the least of all the mercies and of all the truth which you have shown your servant. For I crossed over this Jordan with my staff, and now I have become two companies. The first time he crossed over the Jordan was when he was going to Laban, and all he had was a staff. And God told him in that chapter, whenever he was going through that, that I'm going to bring you back to this land, and I'm going to protect you. And so the mercies and truth for Jacob are as bad of a person Jacob may have been. God promised him that he's going to be with him, and that was mercy in Jacob's eyes. And it's truthful, it's true. He didn't deserve that, and so I'm not worthy of your mercies. And the truth part of that is, I'm going to be with you. I'll make your descendants as great as the sand of the sea, as the seashore. So he's telling them, I'm not worthy of all these things, but we're not worthy also of God's mercy and truth for us. For John 3:17 and 18, for God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He who believes in him, in Jesus, is not condemned. But he who does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. So you're guilty already. We're all guilty. The Bible says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. You do one sin, that's it. And that's enough right there to send anybody to hell. But that's why God sent his Son. And you walk into a courtroom, and the whole purpose why you're there is because allegedly you have broken the law, right? And if you did break the law, you're found guilty, you're gonna pay for that penalty. You don't go to court to say all the good things that you've done. Like, yes, I shot that guy, or I robbed that bank, or whatever, but I've also done charitable work. I've given this, and I've done many good things. I helped an old lady walk across the street. Whatever it is, you're not there to balance anything. You're there because the law that was broken. So you can't go before God and say, yeah, I sinned, but I did this. We're not here to balance. You're guilty. But that's the whole purpose why he came. We're already guilty. It's like God's over here, and the whole world's walking this way, and Jesus came and stopped him and said, there's another way. You don't have to go this way. And people can say no thanks or whatever, but the fact is that's the whole reason why he came. He came to save. He didn't come to condemn. We're already condemned. But that's why we're not worthy of his mercy and his truth, because it's all from God. It was the salvation that he provided. And Jesus is the only way. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. And in the Garden of Gethsemane, the night where he was betrayed, he was praying to the Father, and he said, if there's any way that this cup pass from me, let it pass from me. And the cup of God's wrath, he was asking if there's any other way that people can get saved. If people can get saved by being good enough, if they can be saved by being sincere, having good motives, or whatever it is, if there's any other way for them to get saved, let me not go to the cross. But he said, nevertheless, not my will be done, but your will be done. He didn't do no name and claim it prayer. He requested and rested. He requested and said, if there's any way, let me not go. But he also rested and said, but whatever you have planned is better anyway. And the fact that he did go anyway, the fact that he prayed to the Father, and the Bible says that Jesus said, the Father always hears me. The fact that the Father heard him and he still went to the cross, that's God saying there is no other way. This is the only way. So Jesus is the only way, and we're not worthy of the mercy and the truth that he provided for us.